Yo, what's up? If you didn't get enough of me on the first couple shows, well, we're back right now with the biggest and the baddest market recap show around. Let's go. I'm Sean Katina. You are now with us here. And what a crazy day it was. I was just reading over some notes there. The consumer staples sector today, absolutely rocking. One of the strongest sectors today. Started off with Target. We can also check out the retail sector today. The XRT, and that's what we're going to do live on the show. We have the rundown coming. I want to thank Chris Brecher. Shouldn't thank him yet, but he's coming at 4:15. He's going to be here as well. It's going to be a good day for us as we await PANW. And if you're wondering where we get our news from, it's Benzinga Pro right now sponsoring for Trader TV Live. Anything that pops in here, we will get you the names ASAP, including Cisco, including Palo Alto, and not much else. So we'll wait to see if that comes in. Anything that happens, man, we'll get it there. Bets. Brother receives NASDAQ delisting. Not great. If you own that stock, then you do not want any part of that. And here's another tool that we'll use. Shout out to Michael Naw. Shout out to Trade Ideas. I'll just have to reload this and push it up. These are races. These are called aftermarket races. And these are aftermarket ones. You could set them to any time frame you want. So come over. Yeah, perfect. Thank you, guys. Once things start to hit here and significant volume rolls through on any name, it's going to show up in here. So we'll refresh that again. Push start. Okay, so right now just this name, CBAY, moving around. But once something starts to pop in, we will be here for that. So once again, thank you to everybody who's here. Let's just do a quick little roll call just to see. Yo, Ozan is in the building, baby. That's what we're talking about. Celsius took a bunch of my money. I'm sorry about that. All right, so let's go. Football is stupid from Neil, correct. Hello. Money today from Matthew Cook. What's up to Michael Pena? What's up to Alex Davis and everybody else? We have more to do. We'll do roll call at the end of the day, guys. But thank you so much to everybody. Trader Forever. Let's start to go over the show. We're not just shouting everybody out, but we want to thank everybody for being here with us. Look at FXI. If you want to talk about this one, hey, who brought you FXI about 3 weeks ago, months ago at that? We love FXI down here at $25. And boom goes the dynamite. Shout out to Shakib if you're here as well as FXI. That is large cap ETF China names. And what started that rally today? They're up 2.5%. We talked about this yesterday, actually, or maybe it was a couple days ago. What was yesterday, Tuesday? No, we would have had Brian on yesterday. Right, when we were talking about diversifying into ETFs, maybe instead of single stock risk. Well, Alibaba up 4% today. This is the name that I would pick on. I like Singles Day. I like the retail environment. I think if Alibaba, I know, I've done research because I own the stock, PricewaterhouseCoopers is, and this is when people were questioning the legitimacy of accounting, but these guys do have stateside accounting, PricewaterhouseCoopers, so Alibaba there with their report coming tomorrow in the AM. We'll see, I think it comes like overnight, but we'll see tomorrow Alibaba's report. Guess what? My call for Alibaba, this is just a 1 minute chart. Let's go over to a daily quickly. There's dailies down. Oh no, we don't have a daily up here. Actually, I'm gonna switch this over to a daily just so it's always there, the bottom left, so you guys can always see it. I think Alibaba, I haven't really heard too much AI talk from a lot of the Chinese names. Now, that's not going to be true. There is AI talk, PDD, so on and so forth. But if Alibaba can match some of that positivity with momentum in the space, I think Alibaba could have a monster day. And the 200 period is right here, guys. If you can come over, Fabian. The 200 period is right here at 90. I think we take that out. You're only at 87, so that's easy day. And then watch out for 100. Would not be surprised if it goes, man. Alibaba, this guy likes it. There's XRT today. Again, big day for XRT based on Target. Target came out. And again, just to give you some notes here about Target, big time movement there. $2 EPS versus 148 expected. 210 EPS, sorry, versus 148 expected. Look at this, a big middle finger to the shorts right now there. Not heavily shorted though, 1.46%. But again, 25 billion in revenue, 25.4 versus 25.2 expected. Great move up and a good guide forward for holiday sales. So it's a nice move up there for Target. TJX has really been working as more of a discount brand, I guess. Obviously, it's a retail, but nice move to the upside right there for TJX as well. Fading back out a little bit today, down that 3%. What did Walmart do? Walmart has been like, super hot fire as you go, because Walmart just continues to take out. This could be all-time highs. What was that? Oh, PANW's out. Okay, PANW is out right now. So thank you so much for that. Right now, let's find out about Palo Alto. You know your boy owns this name, so we're going to find out a little bit about what it's doing. Thank you so. Yes, kablackow to the downside right now. We used to have a friend that used to go blackow right there, but there it is. Why do I not see it on here? Come on. I don't see PANW on here. I can't give you the exact numbers, but if you guys have it, I'm going to go search it right now on Twitter to see if I can get you the latest numbers out of Palo Alto. It is a dump city right now, down for Palo Alto. We've got it right now. Cisco is also out right there. There's Palo Alto. Q1 adjusted, sorry. Q1, 1.38 beats 116. Sales beats. Why is Palo Alto getting hit? Must be the guide for Palo Alto. Right here, let's check out Cisco. Wow, it is getting pumped. What is Cisco Systems doing? Uh-oh. SpaghettiOs, good call on that one. It is Cisco to the downside. So we'll hit some fails. I got to rearrange this. Where is the fail? There it is. Right there. Cisco right now. Quarterly adjusted earnings 111 versus 103. That's good. 29% increase. That's nice. Quarterly sales of 14 versus 14.62. So a little bit 14.67 versus 6.2. A little bit better there. So what is the problem? We will wait to see if we hear anything about this. Down 10+%. Both of these names right now. I'm going to keep Benzinga up on the side. Thank you so much to the chat for bringing that to us as I was going off about retail. It is Cisco right now, down 10. Cisco down 10. I'll just continue to wait to see what that guide is all about. And this show is not about, honestly, like, I'm doing this show by myself, literally. Like, Brendan's not here, Neil's not here, Sharif's not here, Adair's not here. We have obviously our amazing team right here watching the cameras for us. So I don't have anybody in my ear right now. All I can do is read what we see here from Benzinga. It is down. It is Palo Alto. And to be quite frank with everybody, look, traders stay late. We're all traders. It doesn't really matter what PANW said. I'm not going to run through the numbers right now, nor are you. So what we can do is just watch out for this move down in on PANW. Wow. I really like this name. Let me see if this is worth dip buying. So you can see it on here on a 30-minute. Let me adjust this to a 1, just so we can get another, so you guys can see the action as I discuss what the daily looks like here for Palo Alto. Here it is right here. All right, Benzinga Pro coming out for us here now. Sees Q2 adjusted. Why was that Q1 for them? That's a little strange, but okay. So Q1 just happened, Q2 happening right now. All right, so they see adjusted EPS higher. Well, that was GameStop. I'm like, oh my God, GameStop reported as well. Okay, so right now, Palo Alto, 129 to 131 versus 125. That's better, right? Revenues, slightly better. Not sure what the problem is. It sees adjusted EPS 540 versus 530, 553 versus 533. If you guys find it, man, let me know. Unfortunately, Bears versus Bulls, if you see anything, tell me in our own private chat, because I'm not going to be able to read what the problem is here with PANW, but right now it is making the move down. I'd say buy. Okay, blind call right now, buy this dip. We've talked about names like SMH. Remember when SMH was bleeding down and we hit the 200 period? Now SMH is an ETF, so you take away single stock risk. That's not for me. Fabian every day brings me a water, and I was like, I hope he didn't do that. I thank you so much for bringing it, but we got one there today. Stay hydrated, everybody. Now you're seeing a bounce off of SMH there into that level. So for PANW, I'm a little more excited about Palo Alto than I would be about Cisco, just because of Palo Alto was just, I think it was, what was it, 2 months ago, added to the NASDAQ 100. Cisco obviously been there for a minute. And look at these guys falling right back. There's the tick right now, 233, right? Palo Alto bouncing off this level, no surprise. So you're coming in right now into this support level of 230. If PANW, and we can ask Chris about this. Chris, if you're watching, Chris, 220 right there for Palo Alto. That's a spot that I would like to buy this name. Let's see what's going on with Cisco real quickly on this. I'm just going to turn this screen so I can see what Chris is going to talk about in a second there. I got it. That's fine. Right there. Okay, I got it. All right, so Cisco, 47 dropping back in as well. So the reason why this doesn't look as great to me, okay, couple reasons. Under the 200 period. Fail. I don't like. under there. Or by the way, we're basically on earnings. I'm going to go next topic, although I will talk about more sectors coming up in a second. We have Chris in 5 minutes. We're below now. We're below the 200 period moving average. We're obviously below the 50. It's sloping down. Cisco was a name that I was interested in. We did not get involved in Cisco. I do not own this name. Good thing too, because today you're shaving off about 10%, but look at this bump from 44 up to 48. Look, if you're on the show with us now, we just went over the PANW report. I didn't see an issue. Now you're up $10 from that bottom on Palo Alto, man. Buy weakness in strong companies is about all I have to say right there. Just a quick look. Are there any randos moving around here? All for one and one for all mankind right here, making a move. That stock's been beat up pretty badly. I don't know if it has recently or not. Nothing else. No other names that are really, is that Parker Warby? Yeah, Warby Parker, sorry. Move down there. And again, another, like this is another name. I'm not, look, the reason why I said that is I think I need to wear at night for vision, long distance, glasses. So I might have to go pick some up, but that is Warby Parker, I believe. And again, this is another name. Who wants to bet if this name is up or down from its recent IPO? Let's go double check it right now. Yeah, very good, Ramin. I would say that is correct. And there, Ramin just said down. And shout out to Ramin because look at this. There's Parker Warby. If you bought it at IPO, what a surprise. You paid $54. How is that feeling down here at 10 right now? So this is honestly, this IPO market, man, I hate it. The more and more I look at these things, I was able to buy Twilio at $35, $36. Also Palantir at $9 on the direct list. That was pretty hot fire. As you can see, Palantir's up to 20 right now. So that's going to be a good one. Palantir did flirt underneath that. Can you believe Palantir was $7 not too long ago? Now touching 20. Okay, so sector recap. That's what we're supposed to do. Let's go one more previous topic back up to the upside real quick. I know I'm going back and forth, Ramin. I'll probably get in trouble. Right there. USO. Sharif's super happy about this. Like, honestly, for me, guys, it's all about the investment for me, right? What I fill the car up with, honestly, man, if I have to worry about gas prices, I'm in the wrong business. But $60, we're obviously always worried about it. And I'm one of those guys, and I think it's just because I'm a numbers guy. Every time I drive by a gas station, I'm like, oh yeah, okay, $1.44 a liter, which is what it is here right now. I'm like, okay, let's see, can it go down? Oh, $1.41, like I get really excited. And then shout out to Marissa if you're watching. Actually, we have another hockey practice tonight. But if you're listening, she knows. I'm always asking. She's like, I filled up today. I'm like, what price? And she can never remember. But I always like to know about that. Oil down today, USO, nice downside push. I still like this because we're above the 200 period, so I still like oil moving forward. TLT, of course. Neil talked about this a little bit at the end. Rates coming back upside, so you're going to see a little bit of a reversion back up for TLT here as well. XLU utilities, again, some of these interest rate sensitive names are going to move around a lot more. And actually, we never really talk about the IYT. I know Chris looks at transport, so if there are any questions, put them in the chat there. We'll see if we can ask Chris something about that if he's interested. FXI, XRT, what was up today? The Widowmaker gas, nat gas, up 1.5%. KRE, man, the regional's actually really doing well. Since that all clear was fired off by Jerome Powell, at least I read it as an all clear last week. We noticed, shout out to Hydration Nation as well. Yeah, you may want to fade this move though. So the KRE right back in here into the 200 period moving average. We are going to have JC Peretz on tomorrow. Again, probably one of the most, I don't want to say the most famous, but again, a big CMT out there. We're going to have him on. I want to talk to him about a few things. So get ready for that coming tomorrow. This is an interesting thing for me too, the TAN ETF. So again, this is solar. I'm really beat up, and again, on a bump back through, more confidence that rate hikes are over with. Again, the problem with solar are the deals that they're made, right? And so when they tell you that they're going to give you 2% financing on your solar panels, and we're not just talking about homes, this is also for retail, commercial, industrial, they're having to subsidize some of those rates to get these panels up on roofs, right? The problem is when you're subsidizing rates and you're maybe variable or you're just just month to month or whatever, Enphase, Solar Edge and all that are, as the rates start to go up, we've seen this hit Silicon Valley and some of those, you have that dispersion in what you owe versus what you have to pay yourself. So as the rates go up, that starts to increase, and that definitely hit the solar space as well. So shout out to that. XLP today, we talked a little bit about where the strength was in that sector, coming from, again, this is the retail sector, consumer staples, sorry, Target making the move up, as well as Tesla, a part in that. Because we're talking about sector recap, I tweeted something out today, so come over here, and it was just a recent one. First of all, if you haven't seen my kid, I am super passionate about everything I do. Come over, quick, 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 quick. There it is, he's hitting the gritty. That's why I wanted to show everybody right there. You can go find it out. Very, very proud of you, my guy. That is for sure. All right, we often talk about what Berkshire Hathaway's holdings are. Okay, what up with that? What's up with this? Here's Bill Ackman right now. Again, super popular, super beloved hedge fund manager, Bill Ackman, updating his portfolio again. Look what they own. Hey, Bill, you and me alike. Google, my largest holding, also his. Chipotle, Burger King. Okay, a little bit of QSR action going through there. Hilton, Lowe's, Howard Hughes, and then there's Canadian Pacific. Look at his last 5-year performance, putting Warren Buffett to shame. As if, right? Bill Ackman right now, 192% performance over the last 5 years. Warren Buffett just chugging along at 60. Buffett still beating the market. It's 49% on the market. You're not going to beat the market, man, generally speaking. So the S&P 500, 50% last 5 years. Those of you that have been in money markets, I'm sorry. Carl Icahn down 71% over that same time period. But there was a hit piece out on IEP. So this is Icahn Enterprises. So again, that number would not be that bad if not for latest movements down in IEP. So, all right, we're ready to rock and roll. What about Chris? He is too. So let's go. It's Trader Talk. All righty, it is Mr. Chris Brecher. How are you, my friend, on a very, very exciting past couple days?
Fine. It was funny you mentioned Warby Parker. Wasn't that the name of the Dan Aykroyd in Trading Places, the rich kid? That's a perfect name for him, I'll tell you right now.
That's hilarious. So, you might be onto something there. How was your trading today?
Pardon me?
How was your trading today?
Today was, well, let's put it this way. I did a class on the art of selling short right before the market went up 5%. So great timing. But the key a lot of times is to, avoid disaster.
Right.
And then the end of the day, we kicked butt. And I changed what I wanted to talk to you about, and I hope that's okay.
No, it's okay, of course. It's okay. Yeah, we were going to talk about short selling a little bit, right? But whatever else you want to talk, whatever else you want to go with, Chris, the floor is yours for the next couple minutes.
All right. Number one, I agree with you about PANW in that 230 area. 225 area. I think that's a takeover candidate.
Yep.
But it just seems, look at that chart, almost every single time, either it sells off prior to the earnings, it rallies, or if it rallies into earnings, it sells off. But this time you're right in this zone. You got to think to do spreads over the market for, maybe 3 weeks out.
Chris, can I interrupt?
I agree with you.
Can I interrupt for a second?
Yeah, sure.
What I wanted to ask you was very interesting because I make calls like that all the time. And I was talking about Peloton getting involved with Lululemon way before it happened. The stock is down actually since then. So it wasn't a savior by any stretch of the imagination. Is there something that you look at for making comments like that? Like you think maybe it's a takeover candidate? Is there something maybe in the options market? Is there anything that you look at? Because I often get those same feels sometimes. And it's not a surprise to me today that Berkshire got involved with Sirius Satellite Radio. I'm wondering if there's something there as well. What makes you think that about certain names?
Well, PANW, there was already one in the group, Splunk. That was my favorite takeover candidate.
Right.
Was Splunk, and it got taken over. And it just seems like at a certain price, companies will look to buy it. So maybe it's 225, but I would remember last week we had a good trade in USO because there was all that gigantic call buying.
Yep.
And then it went up. It was really exciting.
Yeah, so that's what I was getting to you about was that call volume. I really like Palo Alto. I think it's best of breed, and I think if there is going to be a takeover target, maybe they're them. The only thing I'm looking at here, their market cap is 73 billion.
Yeah, that's the big problem.
So you might have to do it in stock and cash. But there is a company that does have a lot of products that may need some cybersecurity, and their name may start with it might be something similar to a fruit, and it may be Apple. Apple's cash on hand, and I don't think Apple doesn't do these big deals. There's no doubt about that. I mean, I remember when they bought Beats, they made Dr. Dre filthy rich as well. Cash on hand for Apple, what we're seeing right now is only 61 billion. So no deal like this is going to get done in cash. But okay, Chris, what else here do you want to go with? I see your chart. You've been talking a little bit to us sometimes about bonds. We talk about the transports or anything like that.
Yeah.
Anything specific on your mind here today?
Yeah, it's funny because on the one hand, seasonal, you usually go up at this time of year, but all day, everybody wanted to buy. And I'm like, in good conscience, when the bond market is getting hit and taken back almost all of yesterday, in good conscience, I had to find sells, not buys.
Okay.
So what we did is, that old 1550 trade again. So basically what we did is the bonds closed on the low, and the SPX, the Russell was on its low, and the NASDAQ didn't look so hot. And we were watching these trend lines, and we weren't sure. So we didn't buy the 45.10 puts. We bought the XSP that's a tenth of the SPX.
Okay.
And what we did in there is this. I thought you'd like this. We bought the 450, 451, that put fly for 22 cents. Or 220 for the SPX. So some of us bought 4 or 5 of them.
Okay.
But when the bonds were on their low, we're like, we should really buy the middle strike back and just let the 451 run. Just keep in mind, it was 17 cents when we did that. So we bought the middle strike back at 2 cents.
Okay.
And we let the other one ride. And we got out between 70 and 85 cents.
Jeez, nice.
Because as it plummeted, you would have panicked on the middle strike. So we just bought the middle strike back in anticipation of that last 10 minutes of lack of buying.
I'm glad you're talking about that kind of stuff, because pretty soon we will be able to trade live with Trader TV Live, hopefully options. And then I'm not sure which names we'll get there, but some good little looks right there for sure. Okay, man, Chris, it's been great. I want to keep you for longer here, but I do have one quick question. We really traded Microsoft really well today. Just your opinion. I'll give you a second to call up some charts on Microsoft. I really like this name for a variety of reasons. Tell me what you think here, Chris, because we've just taken out this all-time high in and around 366, and now I kind of want to go pretty heavily long this name because of this little level right here, this back into 360. I'm not too scared of it breaking back down below that. I like this little movement back up to the upside right now. Is there anything, in your opinion, that should maybe scare us away from going long and then just using this 360 as maybe our level of concern? And then if it breaks lower, we get out. But for me, it's working, and it's working well. I like Microsoft here for a hold, definitely into the new year, into Santa Claus. Let's see what happens with this rally. I really like Microsoft. Do you like it, or has it maybe ran too far?
I'm looking as you're talking because I don't trade it that much, but almost every time on the bottom that MACD, you can use any oscillator you want, gets that overbought on a weekly, and it's this extended, it usually goes down, at least for a while, or stutters. So usually what happens, though, is you get a week of a reversal candle. So you have time to get out. So I definitely see what you're talking about. But I get nervous when it's this extended and the oscillator I use is that overbought. I get real nervous.
Yeah, I was, and that's why I wanted to ask you that question, because overextended moves and whatnot can be very, very dangerous. But I was just wanting to play the momentum to the upside. It's already broken the highs. Apple still has to break its high. Google, all these names still have to go. Amazon. And I just think like if these names get going, then what they say is high tide raises all ships. And this ship is already sailing. So I like Microsoft to the long side. All right, Chris, if I could give you 1 week, is there anything right now? Last time, a couple times ago, you brought us UPS, and I think you're out of it the very next day, but it was a great trade. Is there anything right now that is setting up either for a long or for a short, maybe for some of our swing traders that are in the chat?
Well, I better say a short if I did a short selling class, but then I better be right or everybody's going to be like, why'd you do a short selling class? But I'll give you a good idea. Usually when the SPX gets this overbought on a weekly at resistance, you get a indecision candle. So on a daily today, you got a nice doji. So indecision, almost every time it's had a sell-off, it started with a doji. Indecision, especially if it's at resistance and overbought, and the bond market going down. So we're doing this for the end of the year. Now, there are a couple of ways to play it. But we did this. We just went and did a put fly 40 points under the market in the S&P. Now, the big problem with this is if the volatility, which is low,
you look at
we did 60-point wide. We did this. There you go. 60-point wide. This is betting that this is going to stick at the maximum right here and slowly drift down. So on the one hand, you have the pressure from the bond market. On the other hand, you have the pressure from historical. But it seemed like 675 for a 60-point wide. You can just sort of close your eyes and buy that. That's one of them. The other is looking for the Russell to catch up with the rest of the markets as long as the bond market stops crashing, because that's underperformed so much. So IWM doing spreads above the market in there.
All right, so a couple short ideas right there. You can go find Chris at Simpler Trading. Go search him on Google, find him somewhere, and he will be able to explain all of this. Plus, you also have some of your seminars, so on and so forth, webinars. Thank you so much. Go find Chris Brecher. Thank you so much for joining me one more time. Have a fantastic rest of your afternoon and rest of your day. Oh, the plumbing, is that all good?
Nah, he was here again today. I don't want to really get into it.
Okay.
It was... It's been a lot of fun.
I apologize. I hate spending that money myself as well. So thank you, Chris. Have a good one. Make more money and pay that plumber. Ciao, my guy.
Hey,
peace. All right, there it is, Chris Brecher. And like I said, man, if those call, fly, put spreads, this and that and the other thing, you want more explanation for that, hit him up in the chat. Go find him at Simpler Trading or wherever, you search for. I know he's also on, it was on Twitter, on X, and then what's that other one? Stock Twits. That's what I'm looking for. Chris Brecher, thank you so much one more time. All right, trade of the day. Let's go real quick because we got 1 minute, and I got a Little League annual general meeting whereby I'm already a double coach. I may join the executive because, again, I complain about, thank you. I complain all the time about stuff to do, but hey, I like it. I like doing that kind of stuff. And I like being here with you guys as well. I'm not trying to run out of energy. That is for damn sure. All right. The one important thing about this. Now you're going to see, I just want to talk about this real quick. This is going to look messy and I don't know how much you can see here. But the one important thing that I want to go through right now quickly as I'm looking for my sticky note, and the reason why is because I just want to show you something that I changed my mind. And as a trader, you got to have this ability, right? There it is, Microsoft 370 long. We just talked about that. I am biased to the long side. You heard what I asked Chris. Now, still over the all-time high or at the all-time high. Let's see if it's for supports first at 370, stay long. Okay, so there it is. That's what we put this out at 8 o'clock every single day. Join me, join everybody, whatever. I'm here. I'm a real one. You guys know that. Here's 370. It pulls back in. So we were very, very patient. Hey, man, this started the day up here at 375. All right, so we damn well nailed that price at 370. It falls right into that, and then all of a sudden spin it. We don't have it right here, but the calculations start to hit, and we make money off the long early. We're here. Nice move. Boom. Then it comes back in. We get out. We hold a little bit. We always hold a little bit. You know that. Comes in. We reloaded, and then it drops out again. So we're gone. Now, the minute it takes that 370 and the market was starting to get a little bit heavy, remember, we were already up huge today. So now we start to say, okay, this move down, not suspected, but now we're going to play short because it's actually acting a little differently than we thought. It breaks through 370, and I was just like, you know what? We have VWAP up here. We have the 200. Everything's sloping down. The 50's sloping down. Let's play the shorts. Well, guess what? No, it's not the professor hitting multiple bangs right there. We shorted there at 370.50. Look at this pushback down in, right down into 368. Ho-hum, $2, right? Make the money long, make the money short, make the money on the reload. Then look what happens. Patience pays again. I didn't have an idea for the long, although looking back right now, hello, right there, that long was good. Let it float all the way back up, then do the same trade over again. Look at this. All these shorts again, and this is going to be like, oh, well, those aren't big winners, but they actually are for me. When you're sitting up here in protection, and again, a lot of us will trade many different shares. You know, without talking about anything, you guys know that Adara's in sim mode, things like that. Sharif and Neil can explain to you whatever they want, but I'm sitting here putting on these trades and making cash on these. So there it is right there, back in. This is 370.35. Look at that fill down there. 369.30 to end the day. 369.40. These are dollars. There it is again, 80 cents off this top. So I really like Microsoft. It was a good trade today. We went 7-1 today. It was a great day. Real sees real, and real traders stay late. So I want to thank everybody. It's going to be an exciting day tomorrow. We're back in the building one more time. We're going to have JC Peretz on tomorrow. I'm kind of like, I mean, I'm not nervous. I mean, obviously we'll do the interview and it'll be great, but I'm really excited for it. I think it's a big time guest. I think he and him will jive. So I'm looking forward to that. Check me tomorrow. It's the recap show. It's the best show on YouTube. I'm here. Well, Trader TV is the best channel. So find all of our shows all day. We're streaming all day, live quotes, everything. We've got the energy. One more time. Let's do a roll call. All right, we never end the show without saying a big thank you to absolutely everybody that's watching. So we have 1,700 watching right now. Please hit the like button as much as you possibly can. Thank you so much, Daryl. I really appreciate that, man. I know Neil got stopped on Meta, but he did have a short there at the end of the day, so that was good. I don't know if it was a profitable one, but the short was for sure. Thanks, Tom's Trades. Thanks, Nunya Biz as well. Eric is here. Daryl, thank you so much to everybody. And then this is what I do all the time, too. So there's a little pink hand. I always thought this was kind of a middle finger, but someone told me it wasn't. So I'm going to put that out as well. Thank you to everybody for coming out today and for watching. Thank you to Chris Brecher again. Bang up job for my guy right there. And I do want to give a big shout out to everybody that super chatted. Thank you to Bears vs. Bulls. Over to the screen one last time. Kirk, Native, Samuel Martin, Jay's Passion, Mac Attack, Ahmed, Pico de Gallo. I love some Pico de Gallo. Williams in there, Tisha Perkins. Thank you so much, Lucas and Danielle for new members. Thank you so much to everybody. And here we go. Thank you so much. I see all the chats here and all the tags. It really does mean a lot to me. Look, I actually signed up to do this. You know what I mean? I was like, let me do this recap show. I think it's something that everybody wants. I could sign out, get out of here. You know, I'm the only one left. So I want to thank you for staying late with me. It does mean a lot. Quickly checking in on Palo Alto because, hey, man, we're traders and we're here. PANW, what is happening to this name? I called the buy down there at 230. It's still here. Watch out for this name tomorrow. Nice little top made there at 236. Could be a breakout long tomorrow for me. We'll watch out for that. Palo Alto still down 11. Cisco down as well right now. Well, bounce back again off that 46 level. I believe Cisco, more of a short for me than a long. We'll watch out for Cisco tomorrow. Thank you so much. I'm Sean Katina. I got to get out of here. Traders stay late, and you did with me, so much appreciated. Catch me tomorrow at 8:30. Get some good rest tonight, because I know I may or may not. I traded away Dak, and then he had a huge game, so I'm a little bit still feeling ways from fantasy football. But I want to say thank you to everybody. Ciao till tomorrow, 8:30. I'll be back.